Got it.
There you go.
Welcome to Buffalo Wild Wings in Pell City, Alabama for the River and B-Dubs St. Clair County High School Basketball Media Day. We're just about to hear from head coach Bruce Breland and the Victory Christian Lions boys team. We'll have the girls team on here in a bit. Brought to you by, of course, the staff at Buffalo Wild Wings. That is Sean O'Brien and everybody, as well as Bobcat of Gadsden, Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, Raglan Telephone, the City of Asheville, the City of Moody, Heritage South Credit Union, Karen Wilbanks with E.R.E. King Real Estate, the Arnold Law Offices, Win South Credit Union, So Nice, that is SCW Nice, of Raglan, Piggly Wiggly locations in Asheville and Odenville, plus Wood Surfside Marina. And it was just, seemed like a few minutes ago, we did a football media day with Coach Bruce Breland, but that was a season back. Thanks for coming.
It was. Thank you very much. Good to be back.
Well, you brought one of the same guys, but different sport, talking basketball today for the next little bit. Tell us about who you brought and what they mean to the team.
Well, I've got two seniors with me, Billy Davenport and Miles Martin. Both of them have played for 3 years. But, you know, transition out of football, going into basketball. They know how I coach. They know expectations. They've been leaders on the football field, and now they're leaders on the basketball court.
Yeah, Coach is double dipping on our chicken and Buffalo Wild Wings meals over here. Head football coach of Victory Christian and the head basketball coach for the boys team at Victory Christian. And, Coach, the transition going from football, you know, going on huddle, dissecting all the football, and all of a sudden now you go basketball where, you know, constant motion all the time. And talk about the difference between jumping from one sport immediately to the other.
Well, it is abrupt, and I do have to try to re-gear my mind. Not only my mind, but also my patience, because you're at the end of football. You are very quick with response, because at that point they should know what they're doing. And now all of a sudden you're on the basketball court, and it's first day of basketball, and you're back to trying to teach and be patient and that kind of stuff. And I struggle with that. But fortunately I know that, so I can kind of check up on myself and say, oh, you know, he's still, you know, we're still in the first stages of this, so relax and let them work.
Bruce Breland, the head basketball coach for Victory Christian here at Media Day 2021. First annual Media Day, thanks to our friends here at Buffalo Wild Wings, our title sponsors, Bobcat of Gadsden and Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop in Pell City, Odenville Drugs and Asheville Drugs. Now, you brought a couple of seniors with you, Billy Davenport and Miles Martin. Talk about them specifically. Start with Billy, what he brings to the team and why you brought him.
Well, Billy's always a leader. He's a leader on the court, on the field, or off the court or off the field. And I think he has those qualities of just being such a fine young man. And that's what we want to surround ourselves with in our program. And Billy represents everything that we ask of all our kids.
And then how about Miles? Talk about him.
Miles, you know, this is certainly not the reason I asked him, but I coached Miles' father back in
I was there. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, back in the mid-'80s. And, his dad was a great ball player, played football and basketball for me, won a football state championship, and has really given – he's part of the reason why I'm at Victory, actually. And Miles, I'm sure that first year or two is thinking, you know, good grief, this is the guy that my dad played for. No, Miles, without him this year in football, we would have really struggled, and it really carries into basketball, and that's what I'm looking for, is that leadership, and both these young men, and Miles, same thing. He's playing 2 or 3 different positions basketball-wise, and I just don't know what we do without him.
Now let's talk a little bit to the guys here, Billy Davenport and Miles Martin. Billy, you were here for Football Media Day, and you're here for Basketball Media Day. So what are some of the big differences going from football guy immediately going to basketball guy?
Well, you know, by the end of the year in football, you're already you remember everything because you've been doing it every day. Then you get to basketball and you're like, how do you run these plays? You forget, So it's like you have to remember everything.
How about the
It's
conditioning
very different.
part?
It's very different shape, football shape and the basketball shape. We're we'll do dribbling drills and stuff and be all winded the first practice. So, yeah, it's definitely different.
Anybody looking for a garbage can to yak into? Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people don't realize that the different shapes you have to be in for the different sports.
For sure.
Some football players transition to basketball, some go to wrestling, and you have to be in that particular type of shape. And Billy just talking about the difference between football and basketball. What position do you play in basketball?
4 or 5.
All right, so you down low, banging away down there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Miles Martin. Miles, the senior, joining us here. Victory Christian basketball. Miles, what position you play?
I play the 2 and the 3.
All right, so you got some quickness to you?
I'm not that fast, but I hope I am pretty quick. So I'd like to say I'm pretty quick.
How about shooting the ball? You're the two guard. You got to shoot it, right?
Yes, sir. I've been trying to work on it as much as possible. So it's a little bit of a transition. So.
What about outside of again the transition from football to basketball? How hard is that?
For me, it's a little bit easier than, let's say Billy being a lineman, maybe being a wide receiver. I mean, it's still different types of conditioning from exploding and then going back and running the play again to back and forth. So it's a different kind of conditioning, but it's good.
He just said you don't run enough as a lineman. Is basically what he said.
Not as much as they do. Yeah.
All right, so a game of 21. Who wins?
Probably Miles.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
How about a game of horse where you're stationary?
I don't know.
Think you can hold your own?
I mean, I don't have a bad shot, so I mean.
Talking with Coach Bruce Breland, the head basketball coach for Victory Christian here at Media Day. Billy Davenport and Miles Martin joining us here as well.
Well, Coach Breland, talk a little bit about your area teams. Have y'all played a game yet?
We have not. We open up this Friday night against Gaston. They're not an area team, but there's something to get our feet wet, and we're at home. Something we look forward to. We haven't had that many days of practice, and so I'm anxious to see our guys go out and see what they can do.
Well, talk about some of the guys that aren't here, the ones that could not make it, or we only had room for 2,
right.
So you got to pick a couple. Talk about the rest of the bench.
I've got a young man. His name is Cam Cheatwood. He's kind of that guy who just the hard hat guy. He's down inside and he's just working. And if there's a loose ball on the floor, he's going to come up with it. If there's a rebound, he's going to find a way. He's not real tall. He just literally physically just controls the game. Just does a great job. I've got a young point guard. He's a 9th grader. His name is Shepard Sargent. He was our quarterback this year in football.
That's a great quarterback name, by the way.
Yeah. He's really a 2 guard. Now, our point guard moved, so he's had to move over to the point position, to the 1. And so, but he's picking up on it real well, distributing the ball, and he understands our offense so far. He's doing a real good job. We got a couple of new guys that have joined us, which is going to help a lot. A young man named Cody Blackman, senior, but never really played. But if he had have played, he'd be really, really good this year. And he's coming on well just after a couple weeks of practice.
Well, what's it like getting a senior? A lot of these guys have been playing for 10, 12 years. Well, and then all of a sudden that's his first year to play organized ball. But you see a lot of real talent. What do you do?
Oh, wow. Well, I guess patience is number one because, you see him physically, and he's going to be. He's a big young man. He's probably 6'3", 6'4", and he moves really gracefully. You just, of course, I picture him in a pair of pads, helmet and shoulder pads, and think, wow. But coming out there, I tell you, he works. He wants to learn. He asks questions. He's got passion for it. He wants to be good. So he's going to be good this year. It's just patience with his progress of understanding the team concept of the game.
Billy, I know that you play football, obviously, and basketball. Any other sports at Victory you guys play?
Just golf and tennis.
All right,
Yeah.
golf. All right.
Yeah.
You want to? Here's my golfer over here.
Well, where do you play?
Different places. I play at Post City a lot. Just the right down the road.
Yeah,
And like Alpine.
Miss Evelyn down there. Best round at Alpine.
Best round at Alpine? Probably like 85, something like that.
That's not bad. He might play real golf. We play clobber mulligans. We got to explain all this to you. Like on number 9, you get to hit one, then you get to clobber one. You
Okay.
play your best.
Wide open down there. Yeah.
It's fun though, clobber mulligans.
Yep.
What about Miles on the outside? What you do for fun outside of basketball?
Mainly just football and basketball. That's all I really play. So,
How about outside of school? You guys got any jobs, any girlfriends, any extracurricular activities?
I have a few landscaping jobs, and
I thought you were going to say you got a few girlfriends. I was like,
no.
good job there.
that's too much.
You better have a lot of jobs in it.
Did you hear what he said, though? Say it again.
That's too much trouble for me.
No comment. I'm married. She's going to watch this. So you have some landscaping jobs that you do.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. So a lot of outside work there.
Yes, sir.
All right. What about you, Billy?
Hobbies and stuff. I mean, I play the guitar. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite guitar player?
I like John Mayer.
Yeah,
That's good.
Pretty good stuff. You break it out by the campfire, let the chicks drool over you a
yeah.
little bit. Can you sing any?
Nah.
No?
No.
That doesn't matter. As long as you can play the guitar, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just play it louder than you sing.
Yeah.
What about after high school, college?
Yes, sir. I think so.
Any y'all got particular schools picked out? You better hurry. It's tough
yeah,
now.
I'm planning on going to ORU in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oral Roberts?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I saw them play basketball
Yeah.
years ago, yeah. What about you, Mr. Miles?
I'm planning to go to Liberty University in Virginia.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. That is incredible. Well, good work, guys. We're looking forward to a lot of W's this year.
Well, we hope so.
Coach Breland, did we miss anything?
No, I think that covers it. You may want to ask these guys what they're doing tonight.
Uh-oh. What's going on tonight?
We're going. So we got 2 players on our team that they're trying to convince us that Bigfoot is real. So
He is.
they're taking us. Well, he might be. They're taking us camping out at his grandparents' house to prove to us that we'll hear Bigfoot.
Whereabouts is it? I mean, Pell City, Asheville.
Is it more like Trustful? Yeah.
Trussville.
Yeah.
There's nothing but hoity-toity rich people over in
Who knows?
Trussville.
Hey, look, I live in Trustful. You might ought to go ahead and leave. You gotta get there by dark.
Hey, no, in all seriousness, there's all kinds of rumors that Bigfoot has been spotted up in Asheville several
Hey,
times.
That's what we've heard.
Yeah,
moved to
Chupacabra is
Trussville.
up there.
Yeah.
What about snipe hunting? Y'all gone snipe hunting?
Never have.
Oh, I got to go snipe
We
hunting.
got to take them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, y'all have fun. Be careful
Sir.
tonight.
Yes,
Bring
sir.
your guitar if there's going to.
All right.
Yeah, while you're there.
That's Victory Christian boys team coached by Bruce Breland. Brought Billy Davenport and Miles Martin with him. St. Clair County High School Basketball Media Day brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, plus Wood Surfside Marina, the Piggly Wiggly locations in Asheville and Odenville. So Nice of Ragland, Wind South Credit Union, the Arnold Law Offices. We might hear from an Arnold here in a minute. Karen Wilbanks with ERA King Real Estate, Heritage South Credit Union, the City of Moody and the City of Asheville, Ragland Telephone, Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, all locations, and Bobcat of Gadsden. St. Clair County High School Basketball Media Days brought to you